Здравствуйте.
Здравствуйте. Morning. We are in Paris, going towards Louvre. Should be right there. And after a great start, our baggage got lost. It supposedly is found by now. Was yesterday actually, but still not delivered. So I'm fucking dirty as hell. My trunks that probably don't smell too good. I'm not willing to put myself to that torture. But yeah, we're gonna be here for 4 or 5 days, and then we travel to Brussels, where we're probably gonna stay for like 2 weeks because the work starts. I mean, it already kind of starts on Monday, but have days off. Nesta has vacation for like a week right now. I'll keep you updated. A bit of a shocker. This is all queue for Louvre with a reservation, mind me, and there's like another one over there. It's like skis for 11:30, which is 6 honest to god minutes. I'm not exactly sure what's the point of reservation if there is a queue of this size. There is a queue for people with no reservation, obviously. This one. It seems shorter, by the way. Almost sounds like it's better to not have a reservation. This is nonsense. Let's stay here. So this is our queue. Luckily we are... Wait. It's like... We've been staying for like 5 minutes. It's people that arrived. I guess they were just like us, not knowing the queue's fucking long as shit, but sure. Also, this wheel spins way too fucking fast. It's like it does slow. Oh, it slows down right now. Actually stops to a halt. I guess that's the point. It was going really fast before. But yeah, a lot of people. There's a queue there. There's a queue here, and there's our queue. So yeah, unexpected, but sure, whatever.
Are you glad?
Huh?
Are you glad?
Yes. Against all odds, the queues started moving really fast. Does it hit 30 minutes? So we're like practically at the entrance at this point. So it only looked scary, but it's not terrible. I was definitely expecting worse. Didn't take too long indeed, like 15 minutes most. We're in. Have a map ready to go. It's massive, but luckily for us there is no Russian audio guide. We're not gonna be taking English one because fuck that. So might be able to cover most of it. I know this museum is like takes forever to cover. It's recommended to go here like 2-3 times at the very least. But we're probably just gonna skip part of it, so it's gonna be okay. Obviously there is a massive queue for Mona Lisa. Like, not many people know this shit. It's also such a small painting as well. Like, it's so much bigger. Like, kind of contrary to this one. So we don't know what this one is. Pretty sure I've seen it, but I have not read at the corner. Who did it? Sure, let's stay for the meme. Я здесь хочу. Видео устал ходить. Day 2, Paris. So we went for a walk. We still don't have luggage, so you can see Nesta is still dressed in her fashionable plain outfit. There's a guy doing bubbles. There's Notre Dame as it collapsed whenever before COVID. Still the same. Here, lucky for us, the apartment has the washing machine with a dryer. If not for that, we would have been probably stinking because there's like one tiny battery and we won't be able to wash everything and dry everything. We're lucky enough with that, so we're gonna go for a walk, I guess. Should deliver our baggage today, as they said, so hopefully that's gonna be true. I don't know. Morning again, yet another morning without my luggage. However, I got a call today which said that it will be delivered from 11 to 3 p.m. from 11 in the morning. So hopefully that's actually going to be the case. Just going to shop to get some stuff for breakfast. And then we're probably gonna, instead of going out, sit at home, watch something, because we still have things to do until the late night tonight. Going to Moulin Rouge. So let's just hope it arrives and not past that time, then I should be happy. Otherwise I won't be. Dark Souls developer won't be like. Almost hidden, but it isn't. It's like, yeah, go have a look at our fashion statement. Damn, boy. It's a really good army museum here. Like a lot of things. A lot of text, very interesting. Holy fuck, like, don't mess with me or my son 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 ever again. Elden Ring. Last but not least, Fashion Souls again. Epic. So we have Moulin Rouge in about 1 hour and a half and we arrived too early. It's down there somewhere. Probably see the tower behind the tree. I don't know, maybe you can. So we went up here to the second basilic or whatever. We have a night city view. Surprisingly, Paris isn't as lit as I was thinking it would be. It's pretty dark actually. You almost cannot make some things out where they are. Like I thought this was like Pantheon or whatever. Oh, this is Pantheon actually. There's the other thing that we visited, but you cannot see it here. We're just gonna go have some. You can kind of see tower. Can you? Yeah. Where's the camera? Yeah, there, tower. But yeah, we're gonna go have some coffee and then have our late night Moulin Rouge and hopefully not die by getting tonight at home. See you later. We're gonna have to drop you.
Oui, Stéphane, la 12e, elle est bloquée en bas. Hein. La 12e film, elle est bloquée en bas, là, au milieu, là, tu vois ou pas?
Não chegar.
Obviously, 30% of me is champagne speaking. This one is empty, obviously. But if you ever come to Paris, fuck it. I mean, go look at Eiffel Tower or whatever. But come here. This place, this is fucking insane. This is, mwah, loved it. This is probably in the last 10 days my favorite part of the trip. I mean, museums are great. Don't get me wrong, but this was something else. It was totally amazing. I'm not sure how different it is from time to time, but yeah, that was a thing. I blanked out. I mean, looking at there, it was amazing, and it's over, and I gotta go catch a taxi probably in some time because there is an absolute massive queue right now. Yeah, so if you ever come to Paris, don't be afraid of spending your 110 euros on Moulin Rouge with champagne, because it is absolutely worth it. That is like experience. I never had anything like that. You've been to Cabaret, maybe? It's not as special, I don't know. But for me it was the first time and I loved it. We're final day in Paris. Today we're going up the Eiffel Tower. We don't really have much to do today. Just rather climb up, go for a walk, come back home, relax, things like that. We actually been to Eiffel Tower. Press the video button. We've been here before at night, and I would say at night it looks much better. At day it's a piece of metal. I mean, from up top it should be a nice view, presumably. But from night it looks much better. It also shines a bit of a flashing lights. So careful. But I am welcoming that I lost Nastya. I have no idea where she is actually. So I'm gonna go find her, and then we're gonna take our elevator. You can actually walk up on foot, but I'd rather not. It's very high. And I'm tired after yesterday because we walked for way too much, way more than we wanted. So up we go. So we're up. We can't go to the summit. Summit is closed for 1 month. Some renovation. It's all kind of there are some repairs all around the place. I believe we should be able to go down. You can also climb a bit up, look around, but it's a decently good weather today compared to what the weather reports were saying it would be. So you can like climb up there and look. I'm just gonna chill here and probably go to first floor, chill a bit there, and then go that direction. It's really windy. I don't want to drop my phone here. I can probably fling it, hit someone on the head. No problem. Anyway, I'm gonna put my phone out. This side has no wind. You can also climb a bit above, so you can enjoy the view. There's Arc de Triomphe. Here's the Basilic that we went before Moulin Rouge. I believe I cannot see Moulin Rouge from here, obviously. This is Louvre. Usually this. That's over there is Notre Dame. Yeah, there is rain over there. That's rain. That's legit rain. That's nasty over here. Yeah, this side is much better than the other one, like across the tower. That one has a crazy wind. Really good view from here. Tower is much taller than I was thinking. I was actually thinking it's that high at the very top, but at the very top it's like, I think it's about the same as we are right now. Yeah. Alright, we decided to go down on the staircase. Long way to fall. I mean, it's hard to fall out probably, but it's still a bit iffy, if I say so. I'll have to wait for the elevator. But it's windy, I'm gonna hide my phone again. And here we are, first floor. Much lower. Significantly. Well, Master still isn't here. Carrying the whole team down. Dragging. Joking, obviously. Oh, that's closed. We're gonna go try to sit down at the cafe if it's has seats. But yeah, it's cool. Vienna was different in terms of experience. This is still really cool. Not sure if I recommend this necessarily, but I liked it. It was nice. It was definitely fine. So there is birds fighting loudly. Alright, out. Also because, I guess it's because it's Monday already and it's the week after New Year. There's nobody here. I mean, it's 5 o'clock, granted, it's fairly late, but Louvre is still open. They're letting visitors in, but there is no queues. We were here one more time, I believe, and there were quite a lot of people. Now this place is completely empty. But sure. I guess the rest of the trip will be just us working, but that's what it's practically gonna be. Alright, living. So this train is to Lille, which is northeast of France. And after that it's working days, so not much is gonna be happening daily. So maybe streams? I don't know. Maybe by the time this video is out, other videos are out. We'll see. Train review. You can't see me, but here I am. Had to book first class. It's a whopping $2 more expensive. Nobody's here. It can do this. Epic. It's just a 1 hour ride, really. Unfortunately, there is no door. This is the front carriage. Oh, you can see me here, actually. Hello. It's not raining here, but it will be in a couple hours. The bad weather isn't really escaped. So yeah. Good place, good train. Haven't traveled by train in a long time, but probably for the rest of this trip, other than the way back, we're gonna be traveling on set trains because it's fast and comfy and you don't have to arrive to the bloody airport for like 3 hours to do nothing and then wait for your bags that never get delivered and things like that. So yeah, it's more comfortable than the bus. The bus is like 3 times cheaper than the train. The train is like 3 times cheaper than the plane. So it's like a middle ground. Alright, anyway, I'll see you when I'll see you in some other video. Whoops. Been a while since I recorded this one last time. Probably 5 days since we arrived here to Lille. We're leaving tomorrow. The weather is pretty crap. As you can see, under umbrella it's raining, but I just wanted to go out for a walk. And here I am going to Citadel. It's not too far from where we live. Just also bought some wine for evening, because we actually haven't gotten a single bottle of wine in France yet. We had a wine in the cafe, in the restaurant. We had champagne in the Moulin Rouge, but didn't specifically buy anything for the evening. So I bought something, hopefully something decent, or semi-decent at the very least. But yeah, the weather was really good yesterday. Today it is pretty mediocre. I still haven't started editing this video, so I don't know which part of it is it. 1, 2, 3, 0. Started editing the GTA 2 residential part though. The one is likely out by the time this is out. So just have a small chat while we're walking across around the Citadel. Maybe across as well. Might just cross it. Don't have much to do. I'm just gonna go home. But let's continue in the other spot. There's nothing here. This park is pretty dire. Actually, in just a few steps, there's like a pond. It's not a pond. It's like, what's it called? The water from the canal goes in here. Doggo. I don't know if you can see it from here. Maybe you can. Oh, this is where the French hunt the frogs to kill them. No offense. Actually, we haven't bought frogs or snails a single time. Nasta is like really wishing to get some, but there is seemingly no snails in Lille that they cook. Maybe it's like regional. Something I thought the entire France does, but maybe they don't. You can see the water from here. Much cleaner. Let's go to Citadel. Started approaching this Citadel. The wind started blowing. I almost tore my umbrella apart because it was like, oh, it's from left, oh, it's from right, oh, from the back. Oh, fuck you now. But yeah, this territory is actually already a Citadel territory, because there is a canal, or whatever it's called, right around the perimeter, and it doesn't seem like it is a Citadel per se, but it's a star-shaped, very basic, fairly basic, kind of looks, on the map at the very least, if you look at it, you think, oh, it's like, I don't know if you've seen some of it, but there is a couple of them in Europe, at least in Copenhagen. There's also like a star-shaped one. I've seen a couple more, at least on the maps, but this one, when you approach it, it's like, oh, it's just a nature park, is it? But it isn't, in fact. So let's go there. Let's have a look what we have here. You are here. Wo it see. Oh, there's a zoo. I believe it's closed actually, but let's have a look. Or it wouldn't be me. There's a running lane, and then there is a Citadel Vauban. Okay, sure. It's out of season, everything's closed. The attractions are closed. The zoo seems to be closed. All the cafeterias are closed. I mean, the weather is shit, but when we went out yesterday, the city was pretty alive. I'm actually surprised how populated the city is. In Lille, there's like almost 1 million people live in the area of a town. Inside the town, not much, like 100, 200,000. Yeah, there is I guess you can look at the birds, but everything else is closed off. Just at least have a look at the prices. What it would have been. There's some animals that are drawn. It would have costed me a whopping $4.50. Okay. Blah blah blah. 14 November, 10 February. Okay. Sure to be back in February in Lille to visit this zoo. Well, I mean, for €4.5, I would have gone in right now. No issues, no questions asked. Just don't want me. This is now a citadel, a proper one. Wow. And as we speak, we currently have booked the apartment for the ESA. We're still waiting for an approval as we booked one yesterday and we got rejected saying, hey, sorry, this apartment just got booked via our direct booking service. And we're like, shit. And they say, oh, try another one. But another one is like $250 more expensive for 2 weeks. We're like, nah, bro. I went, had a look, and there was one more that you could rent. If you rent for 1 day more, I was like, sure, which is just $30 more than the one we didn't book. So that's the one we requested. Not sure if we'll get it, but if we do, then from 12th to 27th of February, we're gonna be in Malmö, where the ESA is happening. Still haven't got ESA tickets, as we are kind of low on money because of bookings generally. Like, we're not starving here or anything, and we can't travel, but because you need to book so far in advance, you know, the price is not to be egregious. Just becomes, essentially we needed to have $1,000 more or something. That would have been just fine. But before ESA, there is still 1 more month before that, so we're gonna be in Belgium now for 2 weeks, in Brussels. I booked an apartment, everything's fine. Hopefully no issues there. Is the bridge closed? Or is it not? Can't tell. A lot of people running over there. Duckies. Quacks. The water is really clean, that one. Insanely clean, actually. Oh, I guess that's the entrance. Yeah, that one was closed off. I saw it. Oh boy. Troll under the bridge is gonna get me. It's fine. And after Belgium, we have a week in Netherlands. In what's the name? In Amsterdam, yeah, right. And once we're done with that, we are going, actually no idea where, because we currently have up until 4th of February planned, and from 4th to 12th, nothing. We're gonna be in Amsterdam on that day, and it's either do we stay there for a week because we need to work, or we move somewhere. Like, one of the options is to Germany, it's like middle of Germany, or some ESA guys live, to meet up with them. Kindly. That is still up in the air, but I'd say that traveling is pretty fun. The one thing I have not been doing much is walking on my own like I'm doing right now. This is actually the first time I'm doing it in the past 3 weeks. Ever since I went back to Georgia, I did not go on any traveling, because I was either doing something with like videos, or we were like constantly moving, or we were planning. Because before, I actually haven't told that, but before we went, figured out that the bags that we have for the luggage, which is British, I'm forgetting. One of them is English British and the other one is American. I'm pretty sure, at least that's what I remember hearing. It's like lift and elevator. Anyway, I digress. So we figured out that the bags that we have, oh, what the fuck? That's a big bird. That's a big bird. It's not a duck. Those are ducks. I forgot how this one's called. Could probably see it better from the other spot. I know the Russian name, it's Tsapля, but no idea the English one. Huh. So we just borrowed their bag. It was bigger than the one Nastya has, but still not as big as the yellow one that we had, because the new one that we bought, that I brought, isn't as big. I mean, you probably saw our bags on videos where I showed them, where I complained about them being missing. But they aren't massive. Even though we filled them completely, they're both filled 20 kilograms, which is, for the most travel companies, is about as much as you can get in a plane in a baggage slot without paying extra, which sucks. But at the same time, we can't really buy anything. Like, Nastya is really willing to go shopping, so as a result we're like stuck with two completely full bags, really heavy, and we don't really have much space in them. So if we travel, like, the best idea is put on like the coat and all the items, the heaviest items and the biggest one on you, because otherwise it's really hard to close the bag, or it just becomes heavy. Like right now we're traveling by trains, so it doesn't matter. There's no such hard restrictions. That's why trains rule so much. But yeah, we're stuck with the two full bags because of winter, and we aren't really carrying that many heavy clothing. It's mostly, you know, we were prepared that it isn't like Russian winter here. So this is the warmest piece of clothing I have on me. Well, I have a scarf as well if it becomes really windy or like much colder. Just cover, you know, my neck more than turtleneck does already. It's kind of mind-blowing, going back to the whole weather talk, that this is January. This is 14th of January right now as I'm recording this. And I'm used to a much colder weather at that time. A lot of snow around, and here it's this awful rain. It's not even, you can't even probably see the rain because it's like so tiny. But all of my entire umbrella is wet as hell. But you can see that the coat, everything is like, it's not warm, it's not completely dry, it's like slightly awfully dry. Though that at the same time also means that I can kind of walk around like this and I will be fine. Oh, there is more of those birds. Those are much further. I think you can see them from here, not from the front camera at the very least. Should have picked up my recording stick that I carried around, and today I didn't take it because I thought, it's raining, I'm probably not gonna be sticking my face around. And here you are looking at my beautiful umbrella. I'm trying to change the view every now and then so that everything that I'm talking about isn't complete this, otherwise it's kind of shit. I guess that might be actually a good part to end video 1. I'm not sure if there is much in terms of what I recorded. I have not started editing, as I said, but the next part of the trip is going to be, well, starting from here already. It's mostly working and then sometimes going out somewhere. But that was our initial, you know, the traveling where we went when we actually wasn't working because it was holidays. So we visited, Istanbul was still us working, but then Vienna for New Year and Paris after that. And now Lille is the end of France, so it might be a suitable place to, you know, to finish talking about all this stuff. And being honest, I did like France more than I was anticipating I would. So did Nastya. We were both expecting Paris to suck horribly, just because everyone kind of, oh God, there are these birds everywhere, they're so big. I cannot not share the one. Look at it. The zoo is closed, but there are birds for us to watch at, to blaze at. Yeah, a lot of people that I know say, not all of them obviously, say that Paris isn't amazing, and for some of it, yeah, but I could definitely see myself moving there and living. Not in every region of Paris, but it didn't look bad. In fact, in places it looked much like what I like about St. Petersburg. Like, the architecture is all different. There's a lot of tall, old-ish buildings. We were pleasantly surprised, I would say, because, you know, nothing was bad. No experience was horrible. We didn't get mugged, robbed, if I may. The worst part was our luggage missing, but they arrived, so that's nice. We were living in an old building, so it was kind of a good experience in a decent area where there was pretty chill around us. A lot of shops and some cafes. And Vienna before that was just beautiful. It was amazing. I'm actually completely lost in terms of how much of a round walk have I done here. So it's probably half of this video is gonna be this talking of mine. I'll have to cut all the stutters that I got. The camera is wet again. Let me wash you, chat. Chat? I'm not even streaming. God, it's so fucking wet. Please. Is it better? It's slightly better. I think the rain is getting worse. So I did have a very relaxed post-New Year time. And it's probably a really good way to start the year. I have no single idea where I'm gonna be after ESA. The most likely answer is in Georgia. For how long? God knows. But yeah, I need to find a way to stream. I could technically this week, maybe today, I could stream. I have Hedden that I need to play. I have part 3 of an obvious challenge run that I need to do. So maybe next week when I'm in Brussels I'll stream. Probably streamed, depending on the video where it's out. Might even throw a little sneaky screenshot of the video. I don't know. Just gotta start returning back to normal. Streaming, doing videos. I actually enjoy doing videos a lot. I hated editing. I still hate writing scripts. It's probably something I won't get over with. Also soon, this is 2023, right? Yeah. It means this year I'm 10 years on Twitch, which is kind of insane if you think about it. I have something special planned for it in terms of YouTube. In terms of Twitch, hard to tell. There are plans of streams that I wanted to do in December, which I didn't do. So maybe I'll make them like year specials. But yeah, something worth celebrating, I guess. So there will be a special video for sure. As for a special stream, probably also there is a closed area in there. No idea what's in there. A lot of people running there. When can I get out of this fucking fortress? I think this video is like me going around the entire fortress. It's gonna be like this entire video is just me going around. Look how big it is. Is it even alive? Yeah, it is. It's breathing. It's moving. So yeah, 10-year specials. Look forward to that. It's in anniversary of a channel, of a Twitch channel, is in July. I'm not exactly sure. I used to stream before November, but that's when I became Tezur0. Before that I was using various nicknames, including just being, you know, having an account with my name and surname, which is Bunikita. It's kind of silly if you think about, oh, it's a zoo. Yeah, it's closed though. That means I'm mostly done going around this Citadel. If not for weather, it would have been probably slower, kind of walking faster than normal. And yeah, I do hope that this year is gonna be much more enjoyable than the last one. Yeah, well, this is obviously closed because of weather. Oh no, it also says 11 February. So just not working on the winter? Why? Is it like too cold or like too rainy? I guess it's rain season. So yeah, hopefully more streams this year. Definitely more videos that I'm gonna be doing this year. As I already said, I'm enjoying doing it now. Maybe some edited ones, as edited as in scripted. There are a few scripted videos that I want to make. Been laying them off forever, and part of it was I also didn't want to edit them. But now I'm starting to get a bit okay with editing. Definitely going to be doing subtitling like I did with 2 round reviews that I did. Fuck that. Fuck subtitling. Subtitling sucks more than anything. It's probably why I hated it so much. But yeah, let me remove the umbrella so you can see a bit more of this beautiful, beautiful town, which isn't as beautiful in this weather. It's kind of very dim, actually. Dim, is that a word? Probably. And I think that this will be a good place to cut number 1 of my wild adventures across Europe. And next video I'm just gonna start from either the train that is happening tomorrow or something else. But yeah, me and Nesta are gonna be at ESA. We're gonna be in Malmö from 12th to 26th. ESA is from 17th to 25th, I believe. And after ESA, just gonna be living normally, I guess, as normally as it possible. But yeah, you cannot really see the Citadel. Weird beginning over here. Unusual. No snow, middle of nowhere, France, where I have not been before. Just walking around, recording a video. But I hope you enjoyed this vlog with me, and be sure to check out the next one if you care, which is gonna be out after, like in March. This next one is definitely past March or like April when it's out. I'm done filming everything else that we have, including ESA. Maybe ESA is going to be its own video. I don't know. I might not even be filming anything at ESA. These birds are going to send you off to a next video, which will happen eventually. And here I am saying goodbye and seeing you in the next video on my streams and probably somewhere else. See you guys.